Gemini, and welcome to your reading for October the 2nd through October the 8th. And this is a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, you may find that information below in the description box where on YouTube where it says show more. Also, this is for your sun, moon and rising. So if you know your moon and rising, all the links to the other videos will be down there also. And I just want to thank everyone for the love last week and all the new subscribers. It was just amazing, and all the readings. Thank you, thank you. And I'm doing it a little different. Oh, and I also, please, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you could comment or give me feedback, I really appreciate it. I always try to answer every comment. And if you feel inspired, please share and subscribe if you haven't already. So with that out of the way, normally I do a card for each day of the week, and you know, it's the general energy of the day, but I've been directed by my guides to pull the same amount of cards, but it's got to be the energy for the week. It's not going to be tied down to any particular day. It's just going to be fluid. So any of these cards can happen at any time during the week. So the first card that came up for you is the Four of Chalices, right? This card is saying that you are not focused. And when it comes up, it's saying focus on the present moment. You are distracted. It's like you're focusing on, you're basically thinking about what you haven't got instead of what you have. This is like thinking of your cup half full instead of half empty, and it's thinking about something that you can't have. So when this card comes up, it's like, listen, come into the present moment. Look around you. Look at the abundance that surrounds you. Be grateful for seeing a flower in the park. You know, that's what I do, you know. That's why I open up all my videos with, you know, when I go for a walk with my, I was going to say my son, but yeah, he is my son, my dog, Sparky, and I take photographs of beautiful things that are around. So, you know, it's just, I'm so grateful to experience that in the middle of a city. You know, it's lovely. So this is about coming back into the present moment. It's reminding you to be in the moment, Gemini. We only have this moment. Now, this signifies that you've been through the ringer. This is the Ten of Swords. Is when this comes up, it's like you are done. You are over the situation. So it's like saying you can no longer be in this situation, and you've made the decision to move on. This is not, I'm not telling you to move on. You've made the decision to move on. This is like, it's that energy where like, I am done. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm leaving. It's either leaving a relationship, leaving a job. It's leaving a situation that you've been in pain and you've suffered in. That's definitely what I'm getting. And look, yeah, you've got the Tower. It's going. You're moving away from it. This tells me that you're a champion for change as opposed to a victim of change, because when the Tower comes in, if you don't make that change, darling, it's going to be taken away. Now, this also indicates, right, we've got Judgment, right? This is almost like this can be called karma. Now, we have this full moon going into Aries, right, on the 5th. The moon shines a light and brings up the truth, and it brings up stuff from the underworld. So it's Judgment Day. It's so apropos for what's going on. Now, sometimes when this card comes up, it's saying, you know, look, drop the judgment. You know, don't, if we could drop the judgment, oh, life would be so much simpler. But this is actually indicating to me that things are going to come up for you. Now, either emotions are going to come up that you've repressed, that have been repressed or suppressed. And it's so it's so, you know, listen, we've got Mars and Venus are connecting throughout this month at different times, right? They're coming together on the 1st, right? Now, they're also a bit later on, I think on the 3rd, they're going to square Pluto. Pluto's about the underworld, right? It's about secrets coming up. Now, this Mars and Venus energy is about this creative, manifesting energy. This is something that has to come up. I always say, look, when something's in the dark and you bring it into the light, listen, you take all the power out of it. When it's in the dark, it's festering and it's growing, and the power is very strong. It has a strong hold over you. When it comes into the open, you don't want it out in the open, but when it does, right? In the stark light of day, the power's taken away, it starts to wither and die, and you can deal with it. So that's the good news. You know, it's not a good feeling sometimes when this stuff comes up, right? It's no joke, it's not. So Judgment and the Tower together, this is like something's going. Something is being removed, and it's going to be a relief. It really is going to be good. It doesn't feel like a relief. It's like you're moving on, right? You're done with all this, you know? It's like you've got to address it. You know, you've got to focus and be in the moment, because you're going to have to address this. It's important. If you don't, you're not going to be able to move forward. This is all about moving forward. You know, during this, we've got this full moon. It's about making intentions and, you know, seeing an optimistic future, because we're in this huge, powerful, manifesting energy, creative energy, you know. And we've got the Queen of Swords here. It's about speaking your truth. The truth is coming out for you guys. It really is, Gemini. Either you have been in denial about something and it's coming up for you, or some secrets are coming out somewhere. You're going to see the truth in the situation. Absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind. So there's major, major changes for you. Yeah, it's like completion. Everything's coming to an head for you. Now, look, you've got the Queen of Swords, right? The Queen of Swords is about speaking her truth, and it's, you know, it's right next to the Judgment and the Tower. They're all together. This is saying that you've got some stuff that you've got to bring out. You've got to deal with it. It's like the skeletons in the closet are coming out, falling out the closet. They're being discovered. So this is about you speaking. It's about seeing the truth in this situation. You have to see the truth in it. You can't be in denial anymore. You've got to look at it, and until you look at it, you can't move forward. It's blocking you, you know. Get rid of those skeletons, darling, and bring them out. Bring those skeletons out of the closet. It's really important to deal with them and to see the truth in the situation. Tell your truth. Tell the truth. The truth shall set you free. That's what I'm getting. The truth shall set you free. It's so what's happening in this, you know, with all the planetary transits that are going on. It's definitely what's going to happen. You're going to feel some relief. It's like being a champion for change. You're definitely going to have some major changes. And you're ready to move on. You are. But you can't move on until you've dealt with it. And you can't deal with it unless you're in the moment. Unless you're right here, present. You've got, you know, the cards are asking you to be present. Now, we also have the Nine of Pentacles, which is like, you know, darling, it's like your ships come in, right? This is about looking at how far you've come, right? You've seen the situation. This is how don't be bogged down by what's coming up. It's like, okay, there's a solution to this, right? Be in the solution as opposed to the problem. You're being asked to focus on the solution. Hey, there's no coincidence, as I call my business, live in the solution, right? When you're in the solution, the problem ceases to exist because you're focused. It's focusing on cleaning this stuff up. Bring it out into the light and letting it die. Own it. Honestly, own it. What are you going to do? Yes, yes, yes. Pay the piper. Go through it. Deal with it. And this is saying, look, you have to really look at how far you've come. You've really got to give yourself credit. This is about not beating yourself up. Don't beat yourself up about this stuff. Don't. Because that's like the victim, right? Stop being a victim. Get up, handle it, pull your big girl or your big boy panties on, as they say, and tell your truth and get it, sweep it out, get rid of it. Get rid of that energy. And then you've got to really give yourself credit for how far you've come and how you've grown. This is about personal growth this week for you, Gemini. It's going to be cathartic for you. It's going to be really, it's going to energize you to move forward, because this is about moving forward. All this stuff is blocking you. So you need to address it so that you can go forward. It's about forward movement. That's what this is about. No looking back. Nothing can drag you back. It's about cleaning out your closet, darling. Don't allow this to hold you back, because it's definitely blocked you and it's held you back. So when you clean it up, you're moving on. You're done. You're done with it. It's like, go. Get rid of it. Bring it out to the open. It's not, it's inconsequential in the bigger picture, is what I'm going to say. It's a blip in your life. It's a blip. It's not gonna kill you. It's gonna make you grow, and you're gonna be relieved, and you're gonna feel lighter, and you're gonna be able to move much faster without that stuff dragging you back. So then we have these two cards, right? So this is what this is all about, right? This is you feeling trapped. You're feeling trapped, but it's an illusion. You're not trapped. Really, but you're so in it and in your head and so like, oh my God, that you can't see a way out, because you're really refusing to look for the way out. But the good news is, right on top of that is the 10 of chalices, right? Look at that beautiful card. That's happiness. That's community. So all this, my battery's dying. All this stuff that you're going to look at is going to totally change your life for the better. You've got to it's about cleaning up that stuff. Things are going to come up for you. It can be childhood issues. It can be your secrets. It can be somebody else's secrets. But it's something you're going to have to definitely take on head on. And get out of your head, darling. There's always a solution. Open up your mind. There is always a choice. Always a solution. Put down the bat and pick up the feather. Stop beating yourself up for all this stuff. Bring it out into the open and tell your truth. Speak your truth, darling. I'm telling you, things are going to get so much better for you. When you're kinder to yourself. And also, it's this lovely, contented, happy that's on top of it all. So as soon as you come out of this feeling trapped, you're going to feel this incredibly fulfilling, emotional relief and happiness. Happiness. This is a happy card. All your needs are being met. You're going to feel fulfilled. You're going to feel wonderful. All right, Taurus? It's a happy ending if you choose it to be. Just clean out your closet. Get rid of those skeletons. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah. I love you all, and I'll see you next week.
For a personal reading, please email Mary at liveinthesolution VIRGO.com.